So anyways, yeah, I mentioned that she's done viral YouTube videos and all that. Let's talk about that, Katelyn. As a young woman, you were a young woman when you did. In fact, you were still probably in university or just or college or wherever you went. You probably just left or whatever. As a young woman at that age, how did that passion and drive got to you at that young age to make some YouTube videos about Louisiana culture?
Well, I was 22 when I made that first video that has the most views on it. And actually, I had just gotten married. I was married in my early 20s. And just that passion that I had, it's just always been in me my whole life since I was young, since I was little. I've always been a person that's like passionate about my family and just like my heritage and my culture. My family's always been really close and tight knit. I mean, the extended family too. We would always get together for New Year's and have a big gumbo. The whole, like the extended family would show up. And my grandfather, Eli, he and I we have like some soul connection, and he's just always been passionate about family too. And that was instilled in him by his dad, my great grandfather, this on my father's side. And I just always looked at old pictures with my grandpa Eli, and I always went to him and asked him the same questions over and over again about family and like, where do we come from? And he would tell me the stories every time and talk about the old people. And I just sat at the feet of my grandparents a lot when I was a kid, and just heard their stories and took in their wisdom. And it just sort of like that energy was just like instilled into me from a young age, and nobody knew that I didn't know that was happening, but it just got forged into me. So when it came to making that video, it was sort of like, you know, when you love something so much, it just like pours out of you and inspires other people, I guess. Like I just had so much overflowing in me, pride about my heritage and my culture, that I just wanted to share it with whoever wanted to watch. And I made that video, and it's like a crazy amount of people watched it on YouTube. And over time, I think it's been up there about 7 years now. And I think anytime you type in Louisiana culture, Creole, Cajun, that algorithm into YouTube, like my video pops up. And that's just really cool. And I was young when I made it, and I kind of didn't know all of what, I guess, like as much as I know now of what I was talking about, maybe. But that just showed like my passion, I guess. Like it just overflowed.
Absolutely. And like seriously, like I became passionate about my culture when I was 20, and I never could have seen myself do YouTube videos like that. I'm serious, you know. I was seriously impressed, because when I first started, or actually, I don't know if it's when I first started thinking about doing my podcast or whatever, but all of a sudden I said to myself, I gotta research Louisiana, because I didn't really understand Louisiana. I still have a lot to learn. But I do believe, if I recall, like you pointed out, you search on YouTube, Louisiana culture, who pops up? You.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember those videos, and yeah, you know, it's such a credit to your passion and Louisiana Creole culture, you know. And it's like you say, it has to do a lot with your grandparents, and boom, boom.